Africanized honeybees have been discovered again in Alabama.
That's the word from the State Department of Agriculture.
Now, they're known as killer bees for their aggressive nature. The colony was discovered swarming in southeast Alabama.
Our Hal Sherrick is speaking with a local beekeeper who's also an apiary inspector for the state.
And how the state says there's no reason for alarm.
No, that's right, guys. And while this is the third colony of Africanized honeybees to be discovered in Alabama in the last 2 years, bee experts say that it's far from the biggest threat to local honeybee populations. Brandon Hargraves is a Baldwin County beekeeper and retailer. His bees honey and other products are sourced through the 500 or so hives he manages. You've seen his work here on Fox 10 News before, removing swarms from the public beach in Fairhope and a tree near a popular fast food restaurant. It's a passion for him, and he'd put into perspective what the recent discovery of Africanized bees in Barber County means.
The state of Alabama has had bees in it for so long that I feel like we have such a dense population that the way that bees reproduce, that they can't really get a foothold in the state and take over or something like that. That's not even a possibility, in my opinion.
Hargraves says the bigger concern is what he's seeing with our European honeybee colonies across the country and here at home. They've been in massive decline. Home flower and vegetable gardens that normally attract nature's pollinators have seen very little action. Nationwide data bears out what we're seeing here.
We saw this year so far numbers showing around a 70% loss among commercial beekeepers, overall beekeepers across the nation, which is very concerning because normally it's been between 40 and 45%. So we've had a big jump in it.
This is a huge concern because for every colony lost, it will take up to 3 years to rebuild, and many commercial bee farmers will be out of business. A type of mite is to blame for much of the decline by spreading viral loads throughout bee colonies. Even while scientists work to find solutions to that problem, there are many other stressors, including pesticides, mosquito fogging, and development.
And so a lot of this clean, healthy forage for these bees are going away. And so we're not replacing that. And so there's things that I think that we can do as a community to help offset these things that we, in a way, are causing.
Hargraves says some of those things we can do is to plant trees and shrubs like vitex, which will bloom during times that normal foraging plants for honeybees and other pollinators are dormant. Also, he says mosquito fogging should be done only early in the morning, dawn, or late in the evening, right at dusk when those pollinators aren't flying. Now, I did call a farmer friend of mine here in Baldwin County. He plants a lot, has been doing it for 40 years. And just curious what his thoughts were on the honeybee situation. He said that in the days when he planted watermelons, for instance, he had 50 acres and it took a hive per acre to keep those watermelons growing and pollinated. That's a lot of bees, so they sure do put in the hard work. Live in Loxley, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.